Welcome to episode 3 of the IPC Wind-Down. I am here with the Dexbot. I am so excited to sit down with you. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you for the opportunity to come on and chat.
No problem. We always start with a good old, did you bring your favorite drink?
I did. So I brought something a little bit different. I don't know if anyone's going to have experienced this before. You're not going to be able to tell what it is, but it's called an Angry Balls. So it's a mixed drink. It's Angry Orchard. It's like an apple cider, and you mix Fireball with it. We call it Angry Balls.
One staple of the IPC Wind-Down. Can you tell me in 10 seconds what you do?
Yeah, so I create and live stream basically mostly Call of Duty content. Try to build a positive community around that. My passion is my side hustle, and I love it.
Where did you get the name Dexbot from?
Dexbot, the name Dexbot. So the majority of it stems around my name is actually Dex. That's my first name. And I wanted to try to find a way to kind of integrate that into my brand. And I've tried brainstorming all different kinds of names and different things over the years. And I finally ended up sticking with Dexbot. And the only significance with the 0 in all of my branding was that whenever I went to first registered, I believe the Twitter handle was taken. And I wanted everything to match as streamlined as it possibly could be, I guess. So that's the only reason there's a 0 in there. So it was just a take on blending my name with something. And I went with the robot name.
What was your first ever Call of Duty experience? What was your fondest memory also?
My first experience was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare on Xbox 360. I've been around for a little while, as a lot of people have in this community, mainly since it came to console. My fondest, I don't know. I've had a lot of great memories with this franchise over a very long period of time. There's a lot of things that I've had a lot of fun with. I've gotten to attend some cool Call of Duty events, early recording sessions, meeting the developers, stuff like that's been really unique and something I've been very thankful to be able to participate in. You know, and I guess early stages, I'd have to, if I had to say in COD 4, I was a PC gamer before, like back in high school. I played a lot of competitive Counter-Strike and stuff. We're talking like, I mean, I don't want to give away my age too much, but like 2002 to 2004-ish. It's been a little while. But so I moved from that. I had stopped gaming for a while. And one of my buddies talked me into getting an Xbox 360. So once we got into that, we started playing Call of Duty. I kind of got back into the competitive scene then. And we'd play a lot of, it was game battles was real popular back then. And we'd just run like the online ladders and play in tournaments and stuff like that. It was just mainly, I believe it was just Search and Destroy mostly back then that we would play. But had a lot of good memories playing a lot of competitive stuff with people that I had been good friends with for a while, and we had a lot of success early in the game with that, and that was cool to kind of transition back into going to a console game that I'd stepped away from for a while.
How did you start your content journey?
So it was kind of crazy. I've always used Twitter ever since I found out about it in 2009, right? You know, for a long time I was tied into the competitive scene of Call of Duty, playing a lot of game battles. Like I said, that ended up going for across several titles that we would play a lot of that stuff with. I managed a couple of the professional teams back then. Obey was one of them. I had a lot of people that I would follow and like network with just using Twitter, right? And so I wasn't even real familiar with like Justin TV/Twitch then. I didn't watch a lot of content. You know, I would just get on and play. Like I was mainly a competitive player, you know, so I didn't mess with zombies. I didn't mess with a lot of other things back then. And I saw someone tweeting about Twitch link. They tweeted out Twitch link. I jumped in and I watched it. His name was Pooty, and I'm still friends with him to this day, an online thing. He doesn't stream quite as much as he used to, but I literally watched him one time and I was like, I can do that. I wanted to manage a brand. I wanted to interact with viewers in the community and just have fun. I know that's kind of like not real detailed, but like I never watched a lot of people, and sometimes I wonder if like maybe if I would have, I'd be a little bit better at doing some of this stuff, you know. I had the Xbox One. They had the Twitch app that you could stream straight from the console, which I believe they still have, you know, in consoles these days. But yeah, I streamed straight from the Xbox One console. I kind of got to build up a few followers there, and I saw that people were enjoying it. So I decided to start trying different things. So I started using the laptop that I had at the time to try to use a broadcasting software and throw in an overlay and all that. And then I would like drop frames terribly. And, you know, so I went through that whole struggle because it wasn't like built for doing that stuff. You know, I just had a standard laptop, whatever it was at the time. And eventually I decided to start investing into my hobby, and that was pretty much how I got going. So started from the consoles and just worked my way up.
Is there a specific type of Call of Duty content that you haven't done yet that you want to do or you regret not doing since?
One thing I guess I think about a lot is how passionate the zombies community is about various zombie storylines and stuff. And I've never dove heavily into that. And sometimes I wonder if I've missed out, you know, but my history a long time ago was playing competitively and just trying to be a good player. And then it transitioned into more of my pub stomping type of content now. Even I feel like I've tried to step away from that some. I know a lot of times whenever you're putting out the class setups and different videos like that, you know, sometimes you rely on having decent gameplays and stuff. But I would really like to drive or push more towards just personality driven content. I've had a lot of fun doing like random duos and trolling on Warzone a little bit, but that doesn't always get like great views. And I don't think it's because of the content, but you know, I definitely have some room I could improve on with like editing and stuff like that. I've worked with a few editors and stuff, but that'd be something I'd like to try to get into a little more. It's just personality driven and not so much relying on having to perform and play well, because I know a lot of us these days that get burnt out on the matchmaking sometimes. Sometimes it's overwhelming. Sometimes you can't always get the games you need. Players are better than what they used to be. You know, there's so many things that go into it. So
you were saying though, like, you know, your personality driven content, I think TikTok's a big factor into this, where it is short form.
Yeah.
The thing that I've thought with you is the TikTok videos. I mean, you said you tweeted out it compared to YouTube and how you can't kind of dictate the content on the platform. You need to maybe experiment, you need to change it up. If there's a small creator that is trying to do that and isn't confident when they see their YouTube videos kind of not performing well, what do you suggest they do?
Definitely TikTok. It seems to be probably one of the front runners in the social platforms that you can upload content to that allows for discoverability right now. Even like with the, like you said, the tweet that I posted earlier today, I uploaded a video that got, I don't know, 400 views or something on YouTube, and I uploaded the exact same topic video to TikTok. Obviously, I had to cut it down a lot. It broke 1 million views. I've never had 1 million views of any type of content other than like my entire YouTube channel combined. Like I've never had one video, one piece of content hit 1 million views before. So that was, it just kind of blew my mind. I was like, two different platforms, same content generally, obviously one's way shorter than the other, but yeah, definitely using other socials to try to drive different followers and people from these other socials to your YouTube channel, to your Twitch channel. I said the same thing about people that stream to for, you know, 8 hours a day to 0 viewers or 1 viewer. You know, you've got to dial that back. You've got to take clips or funny moments, anything cool you might do, try to make a clip out of that, make some more content, post that on your Instagram reels, your TikTok, you know, Twitter, everything. Just blast it everywhere you can. Make the most use out of your time for sure.
Bring us back. How did you get into the Carnage clan?
I met Apollo and Espresso, what was it, 2016 at one of the Infinite Warfare recording events. So I got to go out to the Infinity War Studios. The way I first got tied into that was I was able to participate in one of the Call of Duty Endowment charity streams. I got invited out before meeting them. And, you know, that was my first ties with like Activision and the developers and getting to participate in any kind of event like that. And it was definitely a cause that I believed in, you know, trying to support. And so after that, you know, I started getting an invite here and there. Sometimes it would seem like I was kind of like on the list. Maybe if some of like the really large creators like they couldn't attend or something, you know, it's like I'd get an invite here and there. You know, I was always thankful to try to participate when I could. So I met Apollo and Espresso there, and I just started talking to them about what Carnage was. That was right around the time, you know, I had been streaming a little bit. I had built up, I think I had like 3,000 followers on Twitch at the time. I had not even messed around with YouTube much. So like I was small. Like I didn't fit in with the people, you know, the Carnage members that were there. You're talking like Exclusive Ace, Prestigious Key, like these people, like I had 3,000 followers on Twitch at the time. I didn't fit in, you know, and just, you know, getting to pick their brains and learn a little bit more about what Carnage was. Like I wasn't, like I said, I didn't watch live streams. I didn't watch YouTube content really, you know? So that was something new for me to learn about what Carnage was and what they did. And, you know, coming from a somewhat competitive background that wanted to get into content creation, I love the idea of being able to like go do team challenges and stuff like that. You know, sometimes they're silly. Sometimes we get to go hard on them and, you know, they're different things. But once I kind of learned about the content that they created and the individuals that were part of the group, it was something I wanted to try to become a part of.
What would be your favorite and your least favorite thing about being a streamer?
My favorite thing would be probably trying to spread the positivity into the community. And sometimes I feel like that is taken as cliche. Sometimes it's taken as cheesy. To some people, you know. I tweeted something the other day, and it was actually the clip of my video that did really well on TikTok that we just spoke about. I got the tactical nuke that has now been added to Black Ops Cold War in the Die Hardpoint game mode, right? So I was able to physically call in a tactical nuke in a Treyarch Call of Duty. And for those of us that have played Call of Duty for a long time, that's never been something that's been in a Treyarch game, right? And so my reaction was like, oh my God, like I got this nuke, blah, blah, blah. You know, I was so excited. I didn't cuss, say anything out of pocket or anything, you know? And like, I don't cuss a lot, but like I do, you know, it's not like I'm like this perfect family friendly person, you know, whatever. But I didn't say anything that time. And someone like quote tweeted and was like, oh, look at this guy playing and reacting to a mature game, and he's acting like he's a family-friendly child creator. So I'm like, I'm just trying to just be positive and create and be marketable and just have a good time, you know, like. And that's what I love doing. So it's like when people rub that off, it's like, why, you know? People are silly, whatever. It could have been trolls. It could have been anything.
I just find that funny though. It's like, it takes more effort for you to be a jackass than just to be normal or nice or just ignore it, you know? Like,
well, I have to be someone else to create it. You know?
I was like, you want him to read the 50 Shades of Grey book, like front and back or something? I was like, the fuck do you want him to do? He's playing a fucking game.
People are crazy, you know?
It made me think for a solid 20 minutes. I'm like staring at that one tweet, like, people are fucking dumb in this space, man. God damn.
That is true. That is. They need some of that positivity to be spread around, you know? Okay.
When you're off socials, you're off your setup, what do you do to wind down?
Mainly just spend time with my wife and my daughter. I'm very thankful and blessed to be where I'm at in life, to have a family, to have a nice career. And I guess that's part of the reason why I don't take too much time out of my day to overly pursue this, right? Because I have one daughter. We've said that, you know, we don't have any plans at this time to grow our family anymore. I don't think we're going to try to have any more kids and stuff like that. So the bigger picture for me is say 5 to 10 years from now, say I chase this really hard, right? And my daughter's downstairs playing with my wife, and I'm up here grinding videos and streams and all that. I look back on it 5 to 10 years from now. Maybe I made it, maybe I didn't. And I look back and I miss my daughter's childhood. Something that I feel is like valuable. Like I want those memories, you know, like that would suck. That would really suck for me, you know? So I really cherish what I have, and I try to really show that and act upon that. Cherish what I can.
If you can take 2 weapons, 2 maps, and 2 score streaks from any Call of Duty into next year's title, what would they be?
2 weapons, 2 maps, and 2 score streaks. The Honey Badger from COD Ghosts. That was a fun gun to use. And the Modern Warfare 2 ACR. That gun was a beamer, man. Those are both fun to use. So those would be my 2 weapons of choice. 2 maps. Firing range, you know, that's probably my all-time favorite Call of Duty map. I love playing firing range. I'll say Summit. I really enjoy those maps. And then 2 score streaks. Any type of callable nuke, I feel like should be in every Call of Duty game, because that's fun to grind for. And then whenever you do achieve it, or if you achieve it, it's fun to call it into the lobby and let everyone know that you are a bad mamma jamma. Like, I just did this to the entire lobby. And then any kind of like harp hater type of score streak that shows the directional movement on the minimap is always nice to have as well.
And on that note, folks, that was episode 3 of the IPC Wind Down Dex. Thank you so much for stopping on by. I really appreciate
No problem.
you. And we'll see you in the next one. See you later.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.